That's exactly right. In fact, I made that comment, I guess, a month or 2 months, whatever, lost track of time. They had them at Costco, and they, on the side of the box, had a big sale on the masks at Costco, and it says, single use only. You're exactly right. You're supposed to put it on, wear it, throw it away, put on a new one next time. People use the same one over and over again, and as you properly characterized it, they're wearing a petri dish, and they're going to contaminate not only their palate, but their tongue, and maybe their teeth. I mean, it's endless. It's the worst thing you can do.
Well, I told that lady, I said, well, I had the COVID in June. I think I'm safe. She says, well, I know, but they want you to wear one. I said, well, don't stop the virus. She says, I know that too. But she went and got me this little crappy-looking paper one, and I put it on.
Yeah, there needs to be a disclaimer sign at the display there in Costco and everywhere else. These masks do not stop viruses.
Well, if they did,
I've seen an infrared deal of somebody with a mask sneezing and or coughing and somebody without it, and all it does is keep it from going. It goes about 2 or 3 feet instead of 12 feet.
And Bill and Noah, I want to thank y'all for everything, information, and just for it all. W85RBV.
Well, you're quite welcome.
Tell you what, guys, my wife had to take her over to the eye doctor to the retina center over in Rockwall to her doctor where she had an office. But at any rate, when we went in to start to get the examinations and all the machines and et cetera, of course we had to have a mask on, but took the mask, and the first thing that they did before they started any tests is they took and taped the mask down just below her eyes all the way across her nose so that it wouldn't fog up the glasses and the instruments. So that tells you right away, if any of that fog can get out, them germs can get in at that point. Otherwise, why would they have taped the mask down?
Well, I had to do the same thing. I had my glasses on because I thought I might have to read something. I just use them for reading, and I had to take them off when I put that mask on because they just immediately fogged up.
Well, now, there was a doctor that did a test on these things, and he put 3 masks on, and he was still able to blow enough hot air through the thing to fog his glasses. He said, if these glasses will fog with 3 of these things on, you're not stopping anything.
And there's a whole nother layer here to this conversation, and that is as follows. If you can remember back to early 2020, when this mask conversation started, the design of the mask conversation was all around droplets, spreading droplets out of your mouth from coughing or sneezing, not from breathing. Because the virus can escape a mask with just simple breathing. It was all about droplets. And then it sort of morphed into this airflow nonsense. And that doesn't even address the fact that you can still get a virus through the other mucus membrane, which you've got right above your mouth, called the eyeballs. W1DVD.
Well, that's, and Dr. Fauci himself, and I think Benny brought it up here a minute ago, Dr. Fauci himself, in February of 2020, said the mask will only stop, just as you described, droplets and coughing and stuff from coughing or sneezing. It will not stop the virus. That came out of Fauci's mouth. WB5UE.
5YJB.
The only thing he said that was accurate.
W5DAM, and he did say that. I remember him saying it. And he said it doesn't. At one time in a news conference, they said, you don't have a mask on. He said, well, I got tested this morning. Besides, the mask doesn't protect me. It protects you from me. So I was tested non-positive this morning.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? That is the only time Fauci's ever told the truth.
That is affirmative.
Wait a minute. He did tell the truth one other time, Lee.
What did he say?
In January of 2017, on about the 17th of January, in an interview, he said, this president will face a pandemic in 2020. That was the truth.
Yeah, he did say that. You're right.
This is not a pandemic. This is a pandemic.
Well, that's exactly right. It's germ warfare taken to the worldwide by China.
You know the truth is spilled.
I kind of think Big Pharma might have had something to do with it when they moved that lab from the U.S. to China, because they banned doing things with the virus here, and Big Pharma had planned this all along to have a pandemic and create a virus that they could make a lot of money off of.
Yes, and then it morphed into benefiting the Democrat Communist Atheist Party with masks.
Speaking of that, Lee, did you get that email that my wife sent you? It was on that black officer that he was playing the deals that how many times Fauci lied. Did you happen to look at that one? That was comical. He said there wasn't nothing to say. Let me just play this, and it was about 20 times that he caught him in lies.
When did you send it?
I think she sent it yesterday evening. I don't know, around 10:30. It's Officer Tatum. It's a black officer that's retired. I think he's from California, and he sounds like one of these typical black dudes, but he's really sharp. And every now and then we watch him because he always points fun at these people that they say one thing and they do something else. So see if you got one in there from our email.
Yeah, I see it. I'll watch the video a little bit later.
Okay, thank you. And by the way, did you get your truck solved? Did you get your problem with your truck solved?
Patch that he comes out and proves it.
To utilize the dead airspace briefly, I just got an email from Ed, K5YT, and Ed was one, Lee, of many that I received, as did you, inquiring about where we got our drugs and wanted to know how he could order it. So I sent him the information. So he sent me a thank you note. Says my package has cleared the India post and is on its way. Thanks for the information. And that's from Ed. So there are countless people out there we've assisted, and those idiots that show up like the one we had a few minutes ago saying we're spewing out disinformation and hogwash. This is an example of how wrong they are and how they have their own axe to grind, and they think they can censor us. It's not going to work.
Yeah, we're actually helping save lives.
Here's the thing, Bill. I'm not going to give any more information over the air on how to do it. If someone wants it, they can send you or I an email, and I'll give them the detailed information. But as far as clowns like that showing up, they're not. Let them fend for themselves.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. That's exactly what I'm going to do. If somebody's interested, they can send me an email, and I'll be glad to respond. But I'm not going to convey it on the radio because it just creates more potential problems, and we've got enough to deal with.
Yep. Well, like you said, if I went in there to that folder where I put all of the requests, there's over 200.